All right, everybody, welcome back to the Open Road Podcast. Today, I have a very special guest, a good friend of mine, my ex-boss, and just a fucking good friend overall. Ralph, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. You?
Good, man. Welcome to the show, man. Let me see. You might be too far from the mic a little bit. Shit, there you go, Playboy. There you go. Perfect. So, what made you come on, man?
Well, you got to support your people, right?
Damn right.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You asked, dude, and you've been doing some cool things, so need to come and talk and hang out a little bit,
Yeah, it's been a while. I think the last time I saw you was
Skyline.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. Before that, though, I think it might have been I want to say Longhorn Steakhouse or something like that. But it's been a while either way. You got the Skyline, 4 months ago, 5 months ago?
No, it's been probably 7 months.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, kind of the story behind the Skyline, I just get a call on was it a Sunday night? Hey, did you go to Seattle? Like, okay, what am I picking up?
Well, no, it always starts with, hey, man,
oh, yeah.
You got any plans tomorrow?
And I already know, like, okay, what do you need, dude? Like, yeah.
A little 26-hour drive each way to pick up a car.
That was brutal, man. I think I left that Monday, got back Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal. One driver hauling a fucking car back, pretty good. So I've met you. Fuck. No, I mean, I haven't known you. How long have you known my brother?
Fuck. Probably 2016.
For
Roque.
For Roque, and then I think I met you 2019?
19.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Like
19.
Yeah, and then obviously I went to work with you guys, and that was pretty cool. How'd you start off at NDT, man? Like, how'd that all play out or what?
It was kind of just one of those right place, right time things, But I actually started doing rope access, like the rappelling and shit, as an insulator, like 19 years old, and, worked up to become a level 3, which at the time was a big deal, right? But we'd bust our asses taking all this insulation off, and then this guy would come up and he would like look at it for 2-3 minutes, right? And be like, all right, wrap it up, and then take off. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? We spent all day doing this shit. So when I came down, I'm like, dude, what do you do?
Right.
He's like, oh, I'm an inspector. So then I just transitioned from insulation to inspection.
Badass, man, badass. So you've been in the NDT world for how many years now?
Since 06.
06. Okay, good. 6-figure job right off the bat, pretty much. Took a little time, but now
so my first year as an assistant, and I'll never forget it because it was just kind of unreal, but I made $76,000 as a helper.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
That was the good old days, though, when you got paid ticket time, so.
So you had a little rough time, I would say. I kind of want to get into that. We'll see if we can get into it. So you did NDT. You were in the business, in the industry for a while, and then something fucking change your life, right?
So, yeah, I mean, I was in it for, I guess it was 6 years. And then, you just get that urge to go back to that other lifestyle.
Tell me about that lifestyle, man. Like, what's that? What lifestyle are you talking about?
Just like partying and hanging out. And then, one thing leads to another, and you get a felony.
Yeah. So you did some time.
Yep. I did 4 years on a 5.
Damn.
A nice little assault charge.
Ag assault? Just regular assault?
Ag
assault.
Yeah.
Jesus. Texas time?
Yep.
TDCJ?
Yep.
Damn it, boy. Damn it. What units, can you say what units you were in, or where you ended up?
I was, you move around so much, but yeah, I went to several units.
Yeah.
But I ended my time in Cleveland.
Gotcha. So, like, in this Texas prison and all that, the 4 years you spent, how'd you stay alive? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I imagine, like, it's not, I don't know. Like, I don't know prison life, right? So, like, how's that work, dude? Like what's an ordinary day in there? Like,
Honestly, the people that make it are the ones that aren't pieces of shit.
really? Okay.
If you're a piece of shit, then you get treated like a piece of shit, right? But if you have respect and people respect you, then you'll be just fine.
So it's like a code.
The really the courtesy is better there than it is out here. You're not gonna get somebody walking in front of you and not saying excuse me or stepping on your foot or bumping into you. There is none of that shit.
Gotcha.
You know.
Everybody's real gentleman-like, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yep.
Like, don't fuck with me. I'm not gonna fuck with you. But if we gotta fucking fuck with,
Yeah.
we'll throw down.
It's crazy, man, because you think the opposite, right? That
Right.
it's just full send all the time, but it's not. Yeah, it gets like that, but it's not like that.
God, okay.
But it's an experience that you don't want to go through, I guess. But I'm glad that I did, because now I know like you can put me anywhere and I'm gonna be all right.
Gotcha.
Not just all right, but I thrive. Like I did very well in there.
Yeah, so like it's chaos, but it's organized chaos.
It's controlled chaos.
Controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, man. So, did you? And you hear it all the time, right? Like, well, you had to affiliate yourself with anybody to like kind of just make it, or were you a loner, or how does that work?
You definitely click up with people,
Gotcha.
but my path was a little different.
Okay.
The first time that I kind of got into it with somebody, the people I thought would be there weren't, and showed me colors. So, I really just stuck with the people from the city.
Gotcha. Yeah. So
some people will be able to put that together.
yeah. Some of my people maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. So, you ever had like maybe an attempt on you in there, or anybody try to like actually kill you?
No.
Just good old fashioned.
Yeah.
You had a difference, we settle it type shit. Most memorable day in there, man. What would you say?
When Clayton came to visit me at the last unit I was on.
Tell me about it, man.
I was in the parking lot waiting on him.
Wow.
To walk him in, Not a lot of people get to go outside of the gate, but I did, right? So, yeah, it was...
How'd you get that?
Because I'm me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you got guards, you got inmates, right? How do you balance how cool you get with either or, right? Because I imagine, like, not all inmates fucking want the best for you. Not all guards want the best for you either.
Oh,
right? So,
dude, 100%. You just have to be able to read and recognize people. And it's the same with your professional career, right? I mean, like we kind of talked about before, last week was my 7-year anniversary of being released. And within the past 7 years, you tell me all the time when we talk that, be proud and shit and kind of step back and look what you've done. Because I don't ever think like that. I'm just like, man,
right.
It's just go.
You're go. But I mean, like we've talked, it's not only are you a fucking felon, right? Like, I get it, like the difference between me and you is maybe I never got caught on some of the shit that I've done. And that's the difference between you and a lot of people, right?
Most people.
Yeah, because people fuck up all the time.
Yeah.
So, but you were able to turn it around, and then not just turn it around, but I mean, you're thriving out in this world again, where 6 figures is like bottom baseline like that. If you touch 100 G's a year, you're doing bad for yourself, right? Like, you're up to...
Well, we don't want to talk about that.
But I'm saying, you make fucking good money, right? So, like, to see somebody thrive, even because they'll, a lot of people just kind of get in this rut where, like, I can't.
They're fucking looking for an excuse, is all it is.
Gotcha.
And that's the same thing with people that feel like they're deserving of more than what they have, but they don't want to work to get it.
Gotcha.
You can't not play your cards. I dealt myself a shitty hand, and I had to work out of it, right?
Fuck.
But it's just having a solid support system and the drive, and that's even, like you made it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, man, I do like my job,
right?
But then I have all kinds of shit that I'm constantly doing on the side. If I can make I can make $100 off that, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like the cars and
fuck anything.
Yeah, you're always
anything, dude.
That hamster doesn't fucking stop up there.
No.
Yeah, no, I got that piece. And you got a family. You're a family man. I see you, man, and I do think like, man, like you could be like you are a good example for a lot of people. And then I got like chance to meet your kids, you know, your wife. Like, I don't know, dude. You're a normal fucking dude, right? Like, if you hadn't have told me, like, you know, yeah, I was in prison for a bit, you know, like, I would have never even fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it changes anything, but I would have never like put you there, you know.
But it does to people, you know, and you can tell the way that people react when they find out, like
Really?
the instant judgment, but they try to play it off. But I mean, I see it.
Yeah?
I'm not fucking stupid. That's how I was successful there and here. I can
Gotcha.
tell by your body language
Yeah.
what you really think.
Right.
Um,
So people fucking, they look like down upon you on that then.
I don't let them do that, but
Well, I mean,
there's definitely a perception where
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Where you can see a visible change, like, oh shit.
yeah.
But you just don't fuck with those people.
Right. And I think like prison life, military life, like,
Dude, there's so many
similarities, man.
Yeah.
Like we both live by a conduct, you know, a
Yeah,
code, you know,
right.
a brotherhood kind of like.
Well, and there's because you know, that's one of my regrets is I had the opportunity to go when I was 18 and I didn't, and I wish that I would have, because I thrived in that, you know, controlled. Like, you don't have to think, right? They take the thinking away from you. So
Just do.
wake up. This is when chow time. This is when you go to bed.
Yeah.
And everything in between, right? So if you have that structure, like, I love that.
Yeah. I think it's easy.
You don't have to worry about anything.
Right.
I just have to wake up. You want me to run? Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to fucking do a push up? Okay.
Yeah. I agree. So y'all worked out in there. Like, was it a group effort?
Yeah.
For
yeah.
like whoever your group or whatever. Like they obviously want you in shape and like
Yeah.
be able to handle yourself.
Some units have mandatory workouts. Some don't.
Gotcha.
But you have to do something.
Right.
Even when I was in SEG, like I forced myself to turn the lights off at a certain time, to turn them on at a certain time, work out at a certain time, because if you don't, like, you're by yourself for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you know, you could go fucking insane.
How long were you in SEG?
I was only in SEG for like 2 weeks in between a transfer, because I got into it with a guard at a previous unit, and then.
So what's that like, dude? Like, let's say those 2 weeks. Like, I've never experienced that where I'm by myself for fucking 2 weeks at a time. Like,
no phone,
nothing.
no nothing. You know, no TV.
Like, just fucking there.
You're just sitting in a room by yourself.
Dude.
Yeah, and then there's not even showers in there. Like, they pull you out. You know,
An hour a day, maybe, or no?
you get a shower every 2 days. And they say that you get an hour rec every day, but I never saw that shit.
Yeah, of course not. It was just. Of course. So, how's it fuck with your mind, dude? Like, what goes through your mind, like something like that?
Everything.
I can imagine the first 24 hours you get through it, right? Like, all right, fuck it, whatever. And then when does it really hit? You know?
Immediately.
Oh, really? Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Because you already know what's coming. Like, I mean, just put yourself in a fucking closet for 2 hours. No phone, no nothing.
Go
You
do
know
this
what I
shit
mean?
right after this, right?
And just be like, what do you.
Yeah. What do you fucking do?
Yeah.
So you go in.
What runs through your mind? Everything.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with prison and people that are looking for an excuse to not do shit with their lives is, well, now I have this background, so I can't get a good job. I can't do this, and fucking excuse after excuse. Or you have someone who really has time to think about all the fucked up shit they've done along the way, and what can I do to be better, right?
Right. So with that being said, how did you come around the background checks and all that? Like, how did you make this work? You know?
Well, that's, you know, really the solid support system, right? Okay. So when I came back to the first company that I went to, the guy who was the GM at the time, him and I had a past from when we were both techs.
Gotcha.
And that's when my boy stepped up for me and said, you know, do the right thing. And then he did. And the rest is history, man. You know, just being able to put yourself in a situation to where nobody can tell you no, right?
Gotcha.
And then when backgrounds become an issue, you know, I was good enough at what I did that they would move me into like places that didn't do background checks or whatever, you know.
Gotcha. So your own network kind of, but it was the work you've done prior as well.
Right.
So like you weren't a shitbag to begin with. You just did a fucked up thing, right? And maybe it wasn't, you know, like maybe it's something that just needed to happen that way.
No, I mean, you know, I believe everything does happen for a reason. I don't believe the stereotypical reasoning behind what people say that for, but
Right.
I think that I needed a reset.
Yeah. That was a hard reset, though, man.
I needed that.
Fuck. Like, you think you'd be fucking dead if you hadn't done that?
I wouldn't be dead.
Would you be fucked up, maybe?
No, because I mean, I'm good at turning shit off and on. It just, I never would have been more than I was.
Gotcha. Okay.
I would have
see.
been like a
Regular.
forever tech, you know,
Makes
being
sense.
cool with 100, 120 a year.
Now 100, 120 years, like, fuck, I fucked up this year if you ever make that, right? Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
yeah. Not with a fucking sky. Look, all the cars you got. What cars you got now, dude?
Just I have the Skyline and the Tesla.
Oh, yeah, I just saw it, yeah.
Yeah.
So the TRX is gone.
Yep, traded the TRX in for the.
That was a bad motherfucker. I love
Yeah,
that
but that Model X Plaid is nuts.
So you're okay with electric cars now?
No,
No? You don't like it? What?
I do. It has some cool things, but you know I miss RPMs. But that's why I still have the car so I can drive. If I just had the Tesla, no, I'd get rid of it.
Gotcha. So commuter,
Yeah.
I'm fucking fancy commuter and fucking Tesla.
Well, it's cool because like in the last month I've spent like $70 charging it. You know, the truck I was spending 120, so 240 a week in the TRX.
Damn.
At that time, the Vet, out of all the cars I had, the Vet was the best gas mileage.
Damn. That's crazy as hell, man. Obviously, you're in your same place where we met for work. Is there anything in the horizon for, you know, maybe the guys, yourself, new projects, like where maybe you kind of go somewhere else, or do you stay kind of where you're
No,
at?
I'm good with where I'm at, man. I mean, it's like anything. When people see now that you're good at what you do, and for like management roles and inspection, and your brother can attest to this, it's always hard. I've never had a good manager, like direct manager that I can really fuck with, you know, that's cool, right? I mean, I've been friends with managers before, but it's not the same.
Right. They're not you.
So, I mean, I get hit up all the time, dude, to go other places. But my biggest thing that I always tell them is, cool, you got spot for my 7 guys?
Yeah.
Because they took a chance and came with me. I'm not going to fucking leave them.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think just something like that is kind of what, you know, puts me in a different bracket. Because I'm not just saying that shit. Like, that's real shit. And I feel like they know. I mean, the rates kind of went crazy right now where some of these guys are making way more than they should. And I've told all my guys, like, dude, if you want to leave and go make more money, cool. And nobody's left.
Yeah.
Well, we had one leave like last year.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
I don't even remember. It was a while ago.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. And you'll have those, like, obviously I work for you guys as a helper.
Twice.
I don't know anybody else who's fucking like, hey, I'm leaving.
Yeah, see, that's how much you liked it, right? Yeah. Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna have to quit, man. And then, hey, man, you
Yeah. It's like, shit happens in my life, man. Like, I'm all fucked up, man. Like, but I do appreciate what you've done for me. Obviously for my brother, but that's his deal, right? But like for me personally, like I was in a bad spot that year, and I needed anything, man. And like my brother's like, hey, man, there might be an opening here, man. Like, you got to go interview and shit. I was like, yeah, man. Like, fuck. Like, can you come in tomorrow? I was like, yeah. Fucking let's go. And then that's where I met you in Clayton.
Well, and there wasn't an opening.
Really?
We did that for him.
Damn it. I appreciate it.
You know, like I said, man, these guys, Roque especially, he was one of the first ones that was like, fuck.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'll come. A little different scenario. He can tell you that story. But
I can only imagine.
But when he reaches out and says, you know, my brother
needs work, yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking hire his brother, right?
And you know, hopefully, I did what I could.
You did a badass job.
Yeah.
So much so that I still hire you to go pick up a Skyline.
Yeah. But that's cool. Like I've had one after the military. Military is a whole different animal, but like in the real world, I had one supervisor that way. In the cop world, that was like on par with the way you like lead and like manage and like we can be friends, but you can fucking like You know, like there's a fine line between like I'm too fucking much your friend and not so much your boss. And I think you play that fucking very well, right? Like you know how to handle it. And not many like, dude, that is not common, dude.
Right.
It's not.
So
like,
that's the same parallel, but where I was ended up going with all that was that's the same parallel between guards and inmates. I was able to identify that line and
and know how to walk that bitch.
walked it, you know, pretty well.
I thought that was awesome, dude. Like, I enjoyed working there, man. Like, if my circumstances were different, and I mean, I would have stayed a helper the whole fucking way. You know me, though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you needed that was more than enough for what you wanted out of life, right?
Right.
You know, family and all that. Like, I get it. I completely switched roles. I would have been a tech forever and traveling on the road and being able to, you know, soak up all this overtime, but when you have kids, it changes your priorities, and I don't want to watch my kids grow up on a phone.
Yeah. And I thought that was awesome when I'd be like, hey, dude, like, I just can't go out of town, like, this month or whatever. And you're like, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, like,
and that, you know, I try to work with all of them.
What's going on with Will? What the fuck's going on with Will?
Oh, he's actually, it's making a step in the right direction for him. You know, he's getting something local, not even inspection anymore. He's completely changing industries, but
cool, man.
Dude, he's going to be 2 minutes from the house. You know, he's fixing to get married. You know, it's only a matter of time before they start a family. So it makes sense. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. He was a good dude. I mean, all of them, dude. Like,
yeah,
Justin,
we
fucking really smart dudes, man.
We have,
Jamie, I mean, fucking
everybody.
Eric. Like,
yeah.
I mean, just a bunch of, I think you have a really good group of guys. Roque, you know, like, he's gotten smarter, you know, like.
Dude, Roque's, like,
confidence.
Since you took him with you, he's, it clicked. Yeah. Everything makes sense for him.
I'm glad, dude. Like, and I think that's what he needed. Like, he's a smart dude, but his confidence level was just.
That's all it was, dude.
It's confidence, man.
Confidence.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck some shit up, but I'm gonna own it, right? Like, versus like, oh, I don't want to fuck up, you know? Like, you got to get over that. Like, if you got a good boss,
just fuck up. You
fuck
know,
up, but you know, try it.
Get drunk, miss flights, and all that shit. You know?
Fuck yeah. Yep. And then rent a car. Oh god, dude.
Yeah, I still tell that story. Hey man, so the report's turned in, right? Got the equipment back. Client's happy. All right, we got to tell you something. Yeah, well, that was the last time we sent the Lopez brothers on a job together.
No, I think
it wasn't. No. Yeah, I sent y'all. Hey, anything California?
I fucking love Cali, man. Yeah, those are good times, man. It was stupid though, man, because like we're at the terminal, right? And I tell this guy like, hey, dude, like let's chill here, you know, fucking, you know, whatever. Like, let's go get a drink. I'm like, all right, man. Like, I'm not gonna say no to a fucking drink at the airport, right? Especially when he's buying, right? He's like, oh. Like, all right, you know, because I'm the helper. All right, switch it. Did you switch it to me?
That one died.
Okay. Did you switch to Ralph?
No, yours is the one that's on.
Okay.
That one died.
Okay, so camera died, but bear with me, my viewers. We're having some technical difficulties. Just unplug it now, and it should run on its own power. And then we should be good for the rest of the night. We're having some difficulties as we may and may not have it at Open Road, but good times. Anyway, so as I was saying on the story, where like we're at the terminal, I'm like, hey, dude, like let's just chill here, you know, like I'm big on that. Like I like to like not fucking miss flights, you know. And homeboy's like, no, I think we should go drink. I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, let's go fucking drink at this fucking airport at the bar or whatever. And yep, I said, you got this, man, because like I'm like if I keep telling you like we're gonna be late, like it's just gonna put us in a bad mood. So it's on you now. Like it's cool, man. The gate, whatever. I was like, okay, man, whatever, dude. You're not gonna bitch me out, right? Like, I went to work with him, right? So like, he's the one in charge. I'm gonna be like, hey, he told me to stay there with him, right? Like, fuck am I gonna say? So we know shit. Show back up to the fucking like the little gate and like, oh yeah, the plane fucking left like 25 minutes ago. We're like, oh my god, how far were we? Like 12 hours or something like that. 15 hours from the fucking job site. We got to be there the next fucking like day or something like that. So he's looking at me. I'm like, don't you fucking call Ralph, man. Whatever the fuck you do, you do. You don't call that dude. He's like, no, I wasn't. I was like, okay. I was like, let's rent a car. He's like, yeah, I fucking, we'll, and we're, obviously we've been drinking, right? So like, yeah, it was a bad situation. We made it to work though, with an hour to spare. And it was fucking cold, dude.
Yeah, because
Like,
y'all had a car
it's a Nissan Rogue or some
going
bullshit like that.
through the snow.
Right. Driving through blizzards and then homeboys driving like at 6 miles an hour, bro. Just like, I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, pick this bitch up to 25 or 30, man. Like, no. Like, God damn it, dude. Like, I'm sick of you, dude. Like, I almost jumped in the back seat, right? Like, this guy's fucking nuts. But we made it. And we did what we needed to do. And that's when we told you guys at the end, like, oh, yeah, by the way, we fucked this up. Good times, though. Good fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the the good times, man. Like, and even if we would have fucked up more, like, yeah, you would have been fucking pissed, I'm sure. But like, I'm glad we.
I would have left it on y'all to handle it.
Right. But
Like you
you
did.
still would have been
you know?
pissed. Like,
But that's the difference,
Yeah.
right? Is that at other companies, like we would have just said, fuck it, yeah, and call them and, hey, man, we missed it.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
mm-hmm.
With us, there's just, it's not even really accountability. It's just there's more respect between all of them and myself, you know?
It's like
I
we
feel-
got to get there. We got to.
Yeah. I feel like these guys know I won't have them do anything I wouldn't do.
Right.
I mean, I won't do it now,
Right.
but that I wouldn't
Would've.
have done, right?
Dude, we would have got a U-Haul if we had to. I mean, we would have
Yeah.
got there one way or the other.
Shit, me and Roque have a good travel home story that
Yeah.
that we didn't tell that one for over a year, you know?
I want to hear it. You know.
So like we worked together for a long time in Louisiana. So we were doing that drive there and back all the fucking time. And Roque, when he gets food on his mind,
Right. The fucking animal.
yeah, he's gonna get hangry, right? So there's this fucking place that he always wanted to stop at. I don't even remember. Was it chicken sandwiches?
Alligator po' boys.
It was Alligator Po' Boys,
Oh
right?
God.
So he's like, man, I'll call ahead, I'll order it. You know, we won't lose any time because he knows, like, I just want to fucking go home. I want to get back to my bed, right? So he already knows, like, I'm gonna be pissed, and he can see it. But what am I gonna do? You know,
Right.
fuck it. The dude needs to eat. You know, get your fucking Alligator Po' Boy because all these places along the way are not good enough.
It has to be that spot.
So
yeah.
yeah, I'll call ahead. I'll just run in and pick it up. Calls ahead, runs in to go pick it up, and they never put his fucking order in.
Oof.
So now we're sitting waiting, right? And then now he knows that I'm pissed without having to say anything. We get back in the car, and he's like, "I'll just smash this, and we'll swap seats, and we won't even have to pull over. We won't lose any time." And I'm like, just man, that you know what? That's a fucking good idea, right?
How the fuck did you think that was a good idea? Anyway.
I don't know. We didn't plan well, right? Roque's a bigger dude.
Right.
So there were so many different ways we could have done this. He eats his fucking Alligator Po' Boy, and then instead of like just, you know, like, okay, you pick up and I'll slide over and, you know, cool. I'm like, all right, well, jump in the back and then I'll put the cruise control on and I'll jump over and then you jump up, right? So he fucking jumps in the back seat. And then I slide over and I'm holding the wheel, right? He comes over the seat, but he uses the wheel as leverage. So he fucking starts jerking it this way. So I'm in the passenger seat, like fighting the wheel with him. And it's just like going all over the place. I didn't move the seat back. And again, Roque is a little bigger than me. He wedges himself in between the steering wheel and the seat and immediately smashes on the brake pedal because that's where his foot went. So we, dude, just lock him up. I look in the mirror, and there's an 18-wheeler, and the trailer's like, I'm like, fuck. He takes his foot off, and then we kind of go, and we're just silent for a little bit. And he's like, we can't tell anybody about this.
God, that is so bad in so many ways,
Dude.
I heard a bit of that, not like that though.
Yeah.
Like, I just heard we switched on the road and like, but I didn't know like you're losing control. Like, oh,
I was
God.
fighting the wheel with him. I'm like, Roque, you can't pull on the wheel.
Oh God, yeah. God, dude. God, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. It wasn't our best idea. But we didn't lose much time other than when he was smashing on the brake.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we didn't get smoked by that 18-wheel. That motherfucker was like 7,000 yards behind us, though, for the rest of the trip.
So is this guy coming from Baton Rouge or New Orleans or what? Where?
Gonzales.
Gonzales. Okay,
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, because he had the trailer over there, too.
That fucking little trailer, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That little FEMA trailer.
Yeah, with a full restroom.
The guy spoiled, man. Like, he's fucking spoiled, but he bought a FEMA trailer, right? Like,
Like, I'm gonna buy the shittiest trailer, but let's put granite countertops in it.
That's my dad, dude. It's like, what's a shitty
Yeah, we
place?
got some granite left over from
Yeah.
this house
From
3
this
years
job,
ago.
Yeah. Let's put it in there. Hey, what's he gonna say? Oh, it's a good idea. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That was the classiest trailer y'all ever slept in.
No,
I don't think I ever slept in that one. I don't think I slept in it.
I know I did, and
I think you slept when it was in the bunks. When it still had the bunk beds before it was a full restroom.
Yep. Yeah, because we had to walk down and use the other restroom.
that's fucking nuts, man. Tell me, am I taking another trip anytime soon or no? You got anything else planned for fucking your garage?
No,
No.
not for a while.
So, of all the cars you've had, what's your favorite one?
Skyline.
Skyline, really?
Yeah.
All right, explain. Some people don't know what a Skyline is.
Fast and Furious.
Right
Right-hand
side.
drive. Yeah. The only thing that I would replace that with is a R34. So
And
mine's
that
a
just became
R33.
legal this year, right?
Yep.
Yep. So I
But
guess
they're probably gonna want like $200,000 for that, and I can't do it.
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, if I spend
You're
$200,000,
fucking crazy. If you get that, I'm done with you, dude. Like, that is insane. That
I mean, it's gonna happen. Just
Eventually,
not,
yeah.
not at 200. You know. Not at
drive it
200.
down with you, like at least 90, maybe.
I'd pay 94 right now. Yeah, 100%.
Damn it, bro. Like, I told you, man, that trip back, like that trip when I was bringing the Skyline back, I was in the F-150. I think the speed limit is like 80 everywhere. I was pushing about 85, 89. And like, I got the Skyline in the back, and like, I mean, there was cars trying to fucking follow me, man. And they were just like, nah, fuck that. Like, they're over here trying to videotape, and the truck is just going,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Man, that
was awesome.
I've had some pretty cool cars over the past few years, but that one,
it just beats it.
I mean, you drive down the road and people sticking their thumbs up and
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah, people were. I mean, I couldn't pump fuel, man. Like, without somebody or a bunch of people
Yeah.
coming over, like, man, it's what is, you know, like they knew what it was. I don't even know what the fuck it is,
Yeah.
right? I'm just there, like, oh yeah.
One of my buddies said it perfect. Like, you know, most cars people get like, man, that's nice to pick up a chick, right? The Skyline is perfect car for picking up dudes.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
chicks don't know what the fuck that is.
I mean, you'd
right?
be surprised when I was at those gas stations, man. There was chicks out there that knew what it was. Like, I mean, what is it? R31,
33.
R33. That I mean, these fucking chicks would be like, it's an R33. Like, and she would like, I'm like, yeah, dude, like, yeah, badass. You know, like I don't know, just pumping fuel, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not into those, but I mean, when I was playing like Gran Turismo back in the day on the PlayStation, like that was one of the cars, that and the Supra, like I'd go between those.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like I like trucks, man. Like, you know, like that's just me though. But there's a lot of people that they like those kind of Fast and Furious cars, or it's Japanese, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, badass, dude. Been to Japan?
I think at the end of this year we're gonna go
Nice.
in November.
What place you playing? Tokyo?
Yeah, we'll probably fly into Tokyo.
Yeah, Japan's fucking badass, dude.
A really good friend of mine, you know, works and travels all over teaching seminars and stuff, and it's something that I'm gonna try to go with them once a year. Last year I went with them to, we went to Italy, and then we went to Romania.
Romania.
So,
Shout out to Andrew Tate out
Yep.
there in Romania.
yep.
Text me the other
And
day.
if you look, so I mean, I looked on the map when I was over there, and it'll say like Andrew Tate's house, and then across the street it says Steroid Factory on the map.
No shit, man.
Yeah,
So, Japan at the end of this year, hopefully.
hopefully.
How much longer are you working, man? Like as far as before retirement, like you still have a good career left, or no? Like,
Yeah,
You're,
I don't.
you're gonna be going strong for a while.
Yeah.
So, as far as like investments, retirement funds, 401ks, Roth IRAs, you have any of that, or what? How's that working
Yeah,
for you?
just the basic shit. You know,
Okay.
right now I'm still just living. We'll worry
Okay.
about that.
Yeah. Gonna start worrying about. How old are you, dude?
Too old.
Yeah.
40.
40. Okay. I'm 38. Not too bad.
Yep.
Yeah, you're my brother's age, Julio, or whatever. Shit, you almost gave him a job, huh?
I would have.
Yeah, fucking crazy bastard.
Yep.
Yeah. You imagine that? Like, nah. Julio would be a hard one. Like, that motherfucker done like heights.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't make it.
Yeah, you know, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Sorry, Julio, you didn't make it.
There's no way he's gonna be out there, dude. Like, I had a hard time, man. Like, oh,
Well,
that
you didn't feel nothing high.
yeah, that's
like-
just
Roque knows we had,
High,
dude.
yeah.
That was a job that scared the shit out of me.
Damn. And
Yeah.
you're a biker. You're fucking.
It's when the crane's up there shaking. You're fucking 200 feet, 300 feet in the air on this crane that's sketchy, and the driver looks like he just did an 8-ball. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Take me down.
Yeah.
I taught my helper how to fucking collect the data, and I'm like, just go up there, buddy. I'll look at it when you come down.
Earn your pay. You know. That's crazy though. Like I remember getting on those pipes for the first time in that pipe rack, and I've never worked anything that high. You know, like man, them knees start shaking, bro. Like it's just. Then I look at Roque and he's just like this fucking bastard, dude. Like this motherfucker, big dude, man. Like I tell you what though, for a big guy, he can move up there, no issues. Like, and I was just like, damn, like all right. And then,
Man, we got a solid team.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
look at Rafat. Rafat's the oldest one in the group, and he'll outwork everybody.
oh yeah, Rafat's a worker, man.
Yeah.
Like that dude is solid, man. It's the Egyptian blood in him, dude.
Mm-hmm.
How's he doing, man? I ain't seen him in a bit.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta.
he's still the same. You know.
So are y'all getting any projects here in Houston or what? Coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, we have a couple. Like Rafat's on one that's gonna go the rest of the year,
Gotcha.
and then the one that y'all were on, kick back off, but smaller scale. So
ITC or what?
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Badass, dude. Like
But yeah,
some good work coming up, huh?
we'll keep them busy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool, man. Like I do miss it, but yeah, I'm good, man. You know I can't come back. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the third time coming back, and that might cause some issues, you know.
Nah, we'll do it.
You're still like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
fuck it.
we'll do it.
Good shit though, man. I feel like we've covered some things. Anything you want to cover that maybe people don't know about you, or maybe I don't know, dude. Like something. Like I feel we know each other, right? But like you've gone through anything that's fucked your life up, where.
Well, you met like the aftermath, you know.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess even when we met, did I have Elliot yet or no?
No.
No?
No.
I mean, that's game changer,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, kids will fucking your own kids.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, cuz my chick has had a son from before me, and you know, you love him, you want the best for him, right? But that moment that you see yours,
Yeah. That changes you, man. Like.
yeah, everything that, and you know, you hear it all the time, and it's so cliche that you think you know love, but you don't know love until you look at your kid for the first time.
Right.
Holy fuck, man.
Right. I would say I've cried from happiness maybe twice in my life. And one was when my daughter, my first one, was born. I never felt that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I broke down.
Even
in tears.
now, still only twice?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Like,
I'm a fucking bitch then, because once a week these kids do something, and
Well,
I'm like,
for happiness, bro. Like my kids tear me up, you know. Like, but I'm saying like where I just completely just fucking like I'm just crying, dude. Like
Yeah.
of happiness. It's happened twice in my life, dude. Like, one was my daughter, and then it's not that I don't love my little one, but I've experienced that type of
yeah,
Like-
no, I get it.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
it was the same way. Elliot, yeah, I cried. Emmett, like,
yeah, you know,
the love is still there, but it's like I did this already.
right? That emotion, it's a little different, man. And I swear, man, that put me in tears. And then I remember my older brother. I'll never forget it too, man. Like he walked in, and you know, Gami's, you know, laid out, like in her little, I don't know what the fuck they call them things, right? The little baskets or whatever.
Baby basket, yeah, that's what it is.
I don't know if it's an incubator or not. I don't fucking know what it is.
No, you're not growing a baby in a box.
Not yet.
We'll just call it like a bassinet. How
Right,
about that?
right. A bassinet, whatever the fuck it is. And I seen him kind of just, you know, he lost his shit and he started crying. I was like, damn, dude, like that hit hard, right? Like I remember him out of everybody else because like I don't think I've ever seen my older brother cry for anything, like ever. And that I think that was the first time I seen him just fucking just like, but it was a good way of crying, you know, like, and I mean, you know, just like full emotion. And I was like, damn, like that's how much like even my kids mean to him, right? Like that's fucking crazy, you know. No, I mean, and I'm sure other people cry, whatever, but that's the one that just stuck with me because I saw it there, you know, like, man, I don't know, like, and then I recently reached a happiness level in my life where it brought me to tears. You know, I was like, fuck, like everything's going the way it should, man. Like I'm where I need to be, regardless of what's happened to me all like throughout my life. Like everything had to have happened the way it happened for me to fucking get to fucking here.
Yeah.
And it just like, it hit me, dude. And I was like, fuck, like that's beautiful, man. Like even all the bullshit. And you've been through a part of like a lot of my bullshit, right? Like it just was bad timing in my life, right? But I mean, you know, I appreciate what you were at that point, man. Like fucking, hey, man, whatever you need, I got you, man. Like you don't want to come to work for a fucking week. We'll see what we can do, man. Like I'll get you paid if you can or whatever. We'll look at PTO. We'll look at everything, you know, and you need some time off, man. Go. Like I got you, you know. And I was just, you did a lot for me. Maybe you don't know you did a lot for me, but like that, I mean, when your boss has your back like that, like I felt like I could just fucking disappear for a day or two and just I don't know. I had to be in solitude, bro. Like just to.
Well, I understand everybody has families and everybody has shit going on, and that's more important than work,
Right.
you know. And I try to work with all of them. I don't think there's ever been a time where one of them said, "Hey, my kids or my family or I need to do this," and I'm like, "Nope, gotta go to work."
Yeah.
That's not a thing. These guys, and that's again, you know, with the mutual respect between not just me and them, but all of them, because. Dude, these guys have come in clutch so many times doing solo, 2-man jobs solo.
Right.
With shitty equipment because something broke or we're waiting on something or, you know, we piece some shit together and these guys just are there for each other.
Right. Or the deadline's like, hey, we like this shit needs to be finished tomorrow.
This has to get done.
Yeah.
What can y'all? And they will. They'll show up for each other because they've all earned that with each other. And that's what, you know, the guy that left, right? I told him, we had a conversation about perception and reality, that something in your mind and in your eyes, you may think that it's this, but if you look at everybody else and they're saying it's this, well, the common denominator is you. So your outlook is not right.
It's fucked. Yeah.
It may be right in your mind, but
Reality.
everybody else is saying this. So, and that's, you know, with these guys, it's you know, of course we all talk shit to each other, we have to. But
Yeah,
I guarantee you that all of these guys will show up for each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that, and that's why our group is so tight and so good, because that's how it is. You know, there's not a single person in our group that I'm like, man, I wish he wasn't fucking.
Yeah. No.
Well, I may not say the same thing in a couple weeks, but right now,
Right.
it's they're all solid, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I would do anything for any of them, and I guarantee you that they would do the same for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just staying true to your character. Like, you're a good dude, man. Like, I got lucky that you were my boss for those, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it was. But, like, yeah, I've had some shitty fucking people I've worked for, and it just.
Dude, we all have.
It makes you
doesn't
not
have to be
want
that hard.
It makes you not want to go to work.
Yeah.
You're just like you get stressed out over fucking shit you shouldn't be stressed about. Like, I should be stressing about getting this job done right and this and that. You know, like, I shouldn't be stressed about, like, God, this guy, like, fucking he's fucking idiot. He's a dickhead, right? Like,
When you see my name come up on the phone, it shouldn't be like, fuck.
right. She'd be like, all right, what's up, dude? Like, what you got?
Yeah.
Like, hey, now you've you've had some talks to me at work, right? Hey, you know, and it's okay. It's man to man. Okay, like, hey, motherfucker, like this and that. I've told you this and that. This is what I expect. This and that. And it's like, all right, yeah, I fucked up. Okay, don't fuck up again. Like, okay, like, so you fix what you can, right? And I think that's solid that you can at least like have that conversation where it's like, hey, dude, like, you know what I expect, and like you're kind of like falling short on what I've told you I want it, like, and I don't need to tell you every time. Like the fucking reach cards, like, you know, just like little.
These motherfuckers in the reach card.
Y'all better be on that shit, man. Like, I'm gonna start looking at these fucking things, you know. But
One a week.
is it reach cards? What's the other one?
Quality checks.
Quality checks.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a fucking third one with the temperature check? That's a whole different.
Nah,
fucking-
that was you know.
just COVID.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that shit.
Yeah.
No, they're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
No, you got a good crew, man. Like, I definitely enjoyed working. Like, I didn't even feel like I worked for you, man. I just feel like I worked with you guys.
Well, that's what it is, and that's, you know, when people are introduce me as their boss, I'm like, damn, I thought we were friends.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
I
know.
am, but
Right, but yeah.
You know.
That's a whole different level of like, I don't know. My parents fucking, my whole family fucking loves you, bro. Like it's fucking, you're just a good fucking person, dude. Like,
well, your brother, you know, he's got a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
We were on that job for a long time together, and he wasn't really given the chance to shine. And fucking, I told him like, man, you sit here with the system, and I'll jump out there and I'll be the fucking helper. And then you scan everything, you do the report, and then I'm gonna tell you where you fucked up because you're gonna fuck up.
right.
And that's how the days went. I would spend the day working on the pipe, and he would fucking run the system. Like, I don't give a shit about getting out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had it so that, you know, we would work our asses off, like, first thing in the morning, knock everything out, and then in the afternoons, it was reporting in movies. But shit, we get everything done. The client was happy because they knew where the fuck we were and what we were doing.
Yeah. You taught somebody something.
Taught him something, and to see him now, it's
Come a long way, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you talk about us having talks. Roque and I have had some talks.
Yeah. You can only imagine.
Roque and I have had some talks, but you know,
He's solid, dude.
he's
man.
fucking family.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
He's solid. He's solid.
To see where he's come in his career is one thing, but in his personal life too, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I agree.
Even though he did name his fucking dog after me.
The boy version.
Oh,
'Cause it was a girl.
But you know,
yeah. Happens. Shit happens.
yeah.
It's been good to see him though. Like, so me and Roque, we've 6-year gap. You know, I hung out more with Julio or whatever, right? But so I didn't really get to know him until I started working with you guys. Like, starting to know how he thinks, like how he acts. Like, this guy gets frustrated. I don't know if he still does that shit or not. Like, where he turns into like this little diva. Like,
no, that's some of the talks that we've had.
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I mean, I was straight up knock him the fuck out, right? Like,
Yeah. No, I have to talk to him.
like he just gets in his mood sometimes, but hopefully that's changed.
Yeah, he's good, dude.
Yeah, like other than
He's
that-
come a long way.
Yeah.
Like for real. He's
yeah, I agree, man. Like I noticed some changes. Like I think and I talked to Justin about it. I said, you know what makes Justin so chill, like that he can work with anybody, and because he 100% knows what the fuck like needs.
right. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Right.
So you're not gonna ever put him in a situation where he's like, "Fuck, what do I do?"
Right. So I think it comes with like knowing your craft.
Just experience
Yeah.
too, different
Yeah.
situations, you know, and now that Roque is more comfortable, we're
Right.
definitely gonna throw him into those situations where he's gonna have to
Yeah, just make that decision.
figure some shit out.
Figure some shit out. Hey, things didn't work out, but this is what needs to happen now. I think all the guys are good, man. Like, I love them all, man. Like,
Yeah.
good group, dude. Like, from Jamie to fucking just all of them, man.
Yeah.
Like, just good people, dude. Like,
Eric is really showed up, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's so good.
he's again. I think he's smart, dude. Like,
Yeah.
he's not a regular. He's smart.
No, he's smart. And what I really like about him is that he's driven, he's
Mm-hmm.
focused, you know, and
He thinks.
yeah. But he also will ask for advice. He'll talk to people that he might be able to gain some knowledge from. You know, he's not one of those, well, I fucking know everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, Eric is he's one of the special ones for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
You know. And to see him be that young and that driven is special.
Dude, I didn't realize how young he was till he came
Yeah.
on the podcast, and I was like, "Fuck, you're young, man." Like,
Yeah, he's in his 20s, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
How old is? I mean, he said it. I can't remember, but
I don't remember.
it was considerable. Like, oh shit, I thought he was like,
There's not a fucking 4 in there. I know that.
right,
So that motherfucker's
like,
young.
yeah, I thought he was like my age, right? Like,
Yeah.
like
No, he's good, man. And that, you know, really, like, we can go through each guy and they're all so special
Mm-hmm.
independently. And then you put them all together and they're just fucking rock stars, man.
it builds a team. Dude.
It's such a good group that we have multiple companies that we've worked for subcontracting us
right.
because they could even, I mean, shit, Roque could have made $10 more an hour. And he's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's loyalty, man.
Well, and what you can't really put a price on that.
Well, team, man. Like,
I think they know that they're taken care of.
right. Yeah. No, without a doubt. I know they're taken care
Yeah.
of, right? Like,
I mean, even this shit, like last week, I could have fucking used him last week, right?
Yeah.
Hey man, I need to go. Okay, cool. That was it.
Yeah.
You know, not. And I was trying to fucking pay for a flight so he for sure was on time. Like, man, I'll get you Where you tell me where you need to go and we'll get you there.
Right,
You're not missing that shit,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that was wild, dude. Like, I think we're all in this. We're not gonna live forever, none of us, right? Like, how about you? Like, as far as you afraid to die or no?
No.
Oh, okay, so you're kind of like, are you spiritual, religious, or just how do you see yourself in that type of like field where like we're gonna fucking die, bro? Like,
We're going to die.
right?
I don't know what happens after.
Gotcha.
Nobody does.
Gotcha.
They can say whatever they want. I believe that, you know, we're here to do good while we're here. And my sole purpose now is to make my kids better than me.
Gotcha.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah.
For
You
them
say
to
that.
be there, but
Yeah, I think you're being. I know you're being humble about that, but like, you've done a lot. You're doing a lot. I think you're a good dude. Like, you have a lot to teach them
yeah.
as far as being men, right? But
I mean, that's it, man. You
that's
want,
what we all want, right?
yeah, you just want your kids to be better than you.
Yeah.
And that's
That is the success that you're looking for.
and I want
You
Not
got
in-
boys, huh?
yeah,
All boys.
Yeah, all boys.
Yeah.
And not in like a sad way, but you know, you want to make an impact enough on people that they miss you when you're not here anymore, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I think that's what I'm working for, right? Like, what am I gonna leave behind? Like,
Right.
I probably can't leave my girls a bunch of fucking money because,
Doesn't matter.
right,
Money isn't gonna make them good people.
right. But I can leave back kind of like the way I was, my character.
Even this, you're leaving
Yeah.
stories
Yeah.
for them to watch.
They can come back and say, man, you know, my dad was fucking crazy, but you know, that's what he did, right? You know, like, and if it helps another viewer out there, anything, man. Like, there's people that are fucking suffering so bad, bro. Like, yeah, that these, you know, and I've, because people have reached out, right? Like these videos are helping me, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm starting to talk more to my dad. I'm starting to talk more to my mom. Like, I'm opening up with my like people, and like I find that so amazing, so badass that like this is maybe this is something that I can like just give back to people, right? Like, I think all the suffering and bullshit and military time and all, you know, everything that just, it fucked me up, man. Like, it put me in a really bad spot throughout all the years, and like all that pain and hurt, and then it's like it meant something, right? Like, now I value a lot more of like conversations to people, right? Like, everything just changed for me, and like that's the ayahuasca as well, bro. Like, I mean, you know how you just said, well, you know, everybody thinks, or people think they know what's in the afterlife. I think I got a glimpse of what I think my afterlife will be. And I think that's what it is, man. Like, I think we all have this, like, our minds will create where we're going, maybe. I don't know. Like, that's my little, like.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You think. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, exactly.
But who cares?
Because
If
it's
that's-
your reality.
If that's what you think, yeah, your
That's-
reality doesn't affect mine,
Right.
And that's where people get so hung up, is that they want you to believe theirs.
Yeah, no,
and it
like,
doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't work that way, right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe, like, that's the reality that's going to be mine when this body, like, is done. Because I believe, like, my soul has to go fucking somewhere. Like, this is a fucking avatar. You know, I get this, like, okay, I'll be here, I've been here 38 years, right? I don't know how much longer I got. Doesn't fucking matter to me. Like, all I would want to see is my kids get bigger, get in their 20s, man. Like where they don't physically need me anymore, right? Like, can just fend for themselves a little bit. Like, obviously, I'd love to, you know, get older, see grandkids, all that shit. But like my main goal is to stay alive just enough to where they can like get into college, and like they can already know what life is a little bit about, and then hopefully like what I've instilled in them thus far, that far, like, will just stay with them, and they'll know, like, they don't need me to tell them something. They would know what I would say, right? Like, that's the type of what I'm trying to do with them, you know? You know, you know, you got boys, I got girls. I don't know, like, how your relationship is with your boys, but like, for me, for example, like, I talk to my girls every day. Like,
Oh, dude.
like, down to their level of like playing with them, coloring, you know, so they can open up with me. Like, and I think you're kind of like the same way, right? Like, I see that
Yeah.
you get to that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's frustrations along the way, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's no better feeling than when you open the door and they run to you,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And even when when mommy's holding them, right, and then they see you walk in, what do?
Yeah, they gotta
They
go.
want you.
Yeah,
But you know, I get down there with them and I play trucks with them, and you know,
it's important, dude. It's
oh,
so
dude,
important.
but it's
Do you know how many people don't do that?
well, fuck them.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I
and
don't.
they
I don't get
need
it.
to, right? Like
Yeah, that's
it
what they
needs
want.
to happen.
That's what they want.
Yeah, like those kids want the attention from two people.
Yeah.
More than anything in this world, they don't give a fuck about nothing else. If they have your attention as a dad and your attention as a mom.
Yeah.
That's
Well, and I
all they
started
want.
putting my phone on do not disturb, you know, at certain times because it is important to spend that time with them. And I've definitely given, you know, Becca shit about that too. And she's
Right.
done, you know, night and day.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
she'll, even today, you know, we were downstairs playing with the kids all together, and that's what they need. That's what they're gonna remember.
Right.
You know, not, or it's either that or they're gonna remember, well, oh, Daddy was saying just a minute, you know, work and all this shit, and I can't do that, you
Right.
know, because I had a shitty childhood, and you know, I had a conversation with somebody the other day about that. Like, I had an abusive father, right? So I was scared to have kids because I didn't want to repeat behavior.
Okay,
And I know most people would be like, well, you went through it, so you wouldn't do that, but
not necessarily, right?
right. And you want to think that, like, well, either the dude was a piece of shit or he couldn't control himself. So you want to believe, like, well, maybe he just couldn't control himself.
Okay.
And it was something that was,
Internal.
yeah. And I think that that's probably true. You know, if you don't deal with your trauma, all you do is pass that shit down. And that's something that, you know, I kind of was forced to deal with myself. And there is no way in hell that those kids will ever do without or ever have to worry about me beating them. You know what I mean?
Fuck, dude, that's crazy. Like, I feel so lucky
Yeah. Oh, dude.
having the dad that I had. You know, like,
Yeah.
because I hear a lot. You know, like a lot of people just.
Yeah, I mean, and even, you know, my mom did everything that she could, right? But she worked nights. So there was times where I would get off the bus and, like, haul ass down to the apartment to see her, like, getting in the car leaving. And I'm, you know, 3rd grade, so I'm fucking cooking noodles and SpaghettiOs and figuring shit out too. But when you don't have money, what do, right?
Right.
So that's why, like, you know, Becca gives me shit because we'll go to Target, right? And I'll see a monster truck, and Elliot will be like, oh, Dad, we don't have that one. We do now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it spoils the shit out of them. But I was the kid that wasn't able to do that.
Well, not once, baby.
Yeah,
For
it
you,
didn't
you know?
didn't happen
Yeah.
often. So
Fuck, man.
so now you want to give them everything, and then you spoil the shit out of them. But they don't really know what,
You went through.
well, that, but they don't know what life is really supposed to be like.
Right. So, like, is your dad still alive or no?
No. So I found out he died. Oh man, it had to be 2016 or 2017. 2016. I was in Qatar working, maybe 2017. And I get an email from somebody saying that they're my brother. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude, you know, the type of dude that blood makes you a relative. It doesn't make you family. Like, I
Right.
don't fucking know
Yeah.
who you.
Yeah.
I have blood relatives that I don't fuck with because they're pieces of shit.
Right.
You
Just
know?
the way it goes, yeah. Yeah.
You burn me once and, like, I'm good.
Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you forever. You know? Yeah.
Fuck you forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll be content. But yeah, so he opened up communication, and, you know, now, I mean, when you see him, like, you could tell, like, oh yeah, they're related. But it's crazy how the universe works.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Tell me about it.
It's family, right? Like, and the first time I met him, it just felt like, oh yeah, it's there. The connection is there, you know. Love him, his wife, his girls, and they live. So Becca's from Washington State, right? My brother and her dad live like 10 minutes away from each other.
Wow.
My brother's wife's best friend used to work with Becca's dad.
Like, yeah, you can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
Like,
And the way that it all just kind of worked out, now, you know, we see each other every year. He's talking about moving down, like, and that's, we want him to come down.
Yeah.
It would be fucking awesome. But it kind of all, like, from my dad's death, because he never knew my older brother. But yeah, we found out that he had passed away, and I guess he was living in New Jersey or something. But the thing that bothers me most about that is he died with people thinking that he was a good dude.
Gotcha.
Like, that fucking eats at me.
Yeah.
Because he was such a piece of shit to me and my mom.
Wow.
My older sister, too. And I hate that he died with a family that thinks he was a good person.
Maybe he changed, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he was still shitty.
Didn't change what he did to us.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't give a shit if he changed. Like,
Right.
cool.
He
But
fucked
that doesn't affect me. That's my reality, right?
Right. Yeah,
But that's, you know, and I know I shouldn't care what other people think, especially now that he's gone, but
it should. I mean, I think you're right. It would bother you. You know what I mean? Like, so I was going to say that, you know, if I was going to ask you if you had ever made peace with him, but
No.
So you stopped talking to him completely after when?
The last time I talked to him, I don't even remember how old I was. I had to be like 9 or 10.
Wow.
And then I heard his voice on my answer machine when I was in high school. My car got fucked up or something, and my mom had reached out to him for money to help fix it, and he sent her money and then left a voicemail, and I was fucking pissed.
Wow.
Like, we don't need that.
Fuck.
I'd rather not drive than get it from him.
Damn it, bro. I didn't know that. You know, like, that's deep, dude. Like,
Yeah.
fuck. Do you think that affects you to this day, or do you think you've worked through it to the point where it was just your past now?
I mean, it affects you for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I learn from it, and then any time that the kids are being crazy and I like start to get mad, I try to force myself to think about how I was as a kid when my dad got mad.
Gotcha.
And then you like kind of immediately like, fuck,
Yeah.
I got to do better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's like a self-check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I you know, my kids piss me off sometimes. I'm sure yours, you know, like, it's normal, right? And I think one of the things that I do is just, I sit there and I think, okay, I can blow up, and, you know, and be like an idiot, or I can just kind of like fix this, right? Like, talk to them. And I've been going that route. Like, I think maybe 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do that. You know, like, I would have just been like, fuck, yo, nah, nah.
Well, something that helped me a lot, I saw a little video, and it was a guy talking about, you know, anytime you start to get frustrated with your kids, close your eyes and picture an 80-year-old self looking out of the window, wanting your kids to visit. So all those times that you're getting frustrated, those are the times that you're going to miss.
Right.
Whether they're fucking drawing on the wall or not listening or getting in trouble at school or whatever. Especially while they're little, man,
Yeah.
you know?
Like mine. Dude, one of my favorite things to do, man, like, I don't think I've told anybody this with my kids, right? So I have a little twin mattress that I go lay down in, and my girls sleep on my queen or king, whatever the fuck kind of bed it is. But before they go to bed, like, Poppy sleep in the middle and tell us stories, or, you know, whatever. So, you know, I can't be on one side because then they both have to be next to me, right? Like, so they're like, fuck, it's uncomfortable as hell, right? Like, two little ones there, like, so we'll lay down. You know, by 9:30, I try to, like, you know, just kind of. At 8:30, we shut down electronics, you know, all that other good stuff, and I tell them we can talk, or you guys can read a book. Like, no, we're talking, Poppy. So, you know, we're talking. I'm showering them, getting them ready. You know, like, nightly routine, they're brushing your teeth, all that, and then we'll lay down by 9:30, and, like, my goal is for them to be asleep by 10. You know, they're gonna wake up at 7. I think it's enough time, right? But they start fucking with me, man. Like one will just, like, she's laying next to me, and then, like, I just like Ceci, right? Like, a fucking hand just, and, like, and I have to stop myself and just, okay, like, I start laughing, dude. At that point, I'm like, fuck, dude, like, and then Kami started laughing. We all start laughing. Hey, like, go to sleep, you know. But I let them win, dude. So they'll do this. Pop, I'm hungry. All right, go get applesauce. Runs to get applesauce, you know, eats it. She's fucking, my little one is wild, bro. She's fucking, throws it away, goes back and lays down. And then me and Kami are just laughing because we know she's going to come up with something else next, right? It's like water.
Go to the bathroom.
Right. It's, I'm thirsty. I need to go to the restroom. Okay, all right. Go get a bottle of water, bring it, and I got to open it for her. Like, she can't, you know, like. And it just, she wins, bro. Like, I let them in, and they start messing with me. And I just, at about 10:30, like, I start thinking to myself, okay, pretend you're asleep. Like, I don't even want to tell him stop. Like, stop or I'm going to spank you. Like, I just say fuck it. Like I'm gonna let them win tonight, you know. And like I just pretend like I'm asleep to the point where like they give up now and they just fucking go to bed, you know. And then 10, 15 minutes later, it's 10:45. I get up, you know, put my little twin mattress out there, and like I wonder if those are gonna be the things they're gonna remember.
Oh, 100%.
You know, like my dad, he let us win. You know, like he didn't just fucking shut us down. You know, like
Yeah.
so. Hopefully, when they have their kids, and they're in a time where they're getting frustrated with them, like their kids are just fucking nagging on them. Hopefully, they will remember that. You know,
Yeah.
like and just say, "This is the way I need to be." So,
And see, that's one of the differences. Is as a kid, I didn't have any wins.
gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Damn it. Yeah.
but now the things that, like you say, you know, they just get slapped or something.
Yeah.
Man, well, so you know, we have two little, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. So when it's shower time, like I'll go up and I'll give Elliot a bath and I'll get him in bed, and it's always the same shit. You know, he tries to do that. Oh, I want a bar. I'm hungry. And I'm like, no, we're not eating, dude. So he's got his water, right? Got his tablet. Then I'll go downstairs and I'll lay with Emmett because he falls asleep in our bed, and then we move him up to his. And this dude, the 1-year-old, is so fucking smart. Like, he's so aware of everything, and he knows he will fucking pinch my nipple. And now he knows, so I'll like put the blanket up and he'll like kind of roll over on me and then pull the blanket down and he'll fucking scratch my nipple. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, that hurts. But then he just kind of sits up and smiles, and he knows what he's doing. He's being a dick and he's scratching my nipples. But that's one of those things that, you know, that I will remember. He's too little to remember that. Mm-hmm. But Elliot is at the age where he remembers, and man, sometimes I'll, you know, be sleeping in bed and I'll just fucking miss him.
Yeah.
So I'll go up there and lay down in bed with him.
Yeah.
And he'll wake up in the middle of the night and just be stoked that I'm there. And it's definitely enabling because we have problems with him staying in his bed all night. Yeah. But
fuck it,
dude,
he's a kid once.
Yeah, 3, 4 in the morning, I hear like, and you know, we have a hallway into our bedroom, so we don't see anything, but you can hear.
Yeah.
And then I'll like it's enough. I'm a real light sleeper, so it wakes me up and I'm looking, and then I see him like peek around the corner, and he's got his fucking Spider-Man stuffy. And I'm like, all right, buddy, come on. And then he crawls in bed. So now every fucking night, 2, 3 in the morning, he gets up and he gets in bed.
Fuck it, let him win.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, another thing, that's cool, man. That, you know, like maybe you didn't have the wins, but now you're.
Oh, they're getting the wins.
Yeah, you're enabling their wins. I have another thing I call silent wins. So a silent win to me is when my kids do something that I didn't tell them to do. They did on their own, but they did it like based on something I would have told them, right? Like, so my silent win that was fucking badass, dude. So the little one gives the other one a fucking bottle of water. Like, hey, can you open it for me? There you go. She says, thank you. And then the older one says, that's what I'm here for. And I was just like, fuck, that killed me, dude. Like that night, I mean, I just teared up, bro. Like, I said, damn it. Like, it doesn't get any better than that, right?
Nah,
like,
that's
it's
it.
Fucking amazing, dude. Like,
you're doing your job.
Yeah, it's a silent win, man. Like, to me, those are silent wins where they do something that you're just like, fuck, yeah. Like, I'm doing it, you know, like, that's a part of me in there, you know, like, in their mom too, I'm, you know, fuck it, it is what it is, but, like, I can tell when it's my silent win based on, like, shit that I would say, right, to, like, one of my brothers. Like, it's good, dude, it's what I do, it's what we do. Like, because we do it all the time within each other.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Bro, you know I fucking got you anytime. You know, like, we've done that.
Yeah.
And then to hear my kids fucking say it, and I was like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, that put me in fucking tears that night, dude.
Yeah.
Like, good tears, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like, life is fucking badass. I think people without kids need to have some, but you got to be responsible to have them, right? They're not puppies. They're not cats. You know, these things are fucking amazing little creatures that are humans, right? They're yours. You know, they're, if you don't got some, get some. If you can't have some, I understand that part too. There's adoption, you know, things out there. Say again? Kidnap a kid? I mean, fuck, no, don't do that. Open Road does not fucking want you to kidnap kids. If anything, yeah, don't fucking kidnap people. Fucking weirdo. But, yeah, I think kids bring out the best in me. What time we at, Rookin?
1:09.
Okay, we're around that time. We'll start wrapping up, but we'll stay on this a little bit because I love talking about, you know, kids, bro. Like mine, you're, you know, like,
Yeah.
What do you, I don't even know like how to really phrase this question, but you go to work. I do my thing during the day. Like, you know, you may not come home, right? Like some shit can go down on the streets. Some shit can go down, you know, at work. I mean, you don't know. At a gas station, you're pumping fuel. Bah, give me your shit. Bah, you're gone, right? So if that, I guess, what do you miss the most, like that you would miss about your kids if something like just tragic happened to you, where like you're gone the next day, like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I mean, it's those nights where you go lay with him, or he comes down, or it's the things that frustrate you,
yeah.
but are so impactful.
Gotcha.
You know, when Elliot gets in his moods where he's throwing a fit, I always, like, I say, hey man, sit down, give me 3, and we take 3 deep breaths. We do that 3 times, right?
Okay.
So much, or he knows it so well that, like, when he sees me get frustrated and like about to lose it, he's come to me and like, Deadass, sit down, give me 3.
Wow.
And he says it the same way. And then on the third one, we always go, big one, big one, big one. And he does that to me, and he's like, yeah, see, all better. And he'll give me a hug. It's that shit where you're like, fuck,
Silent win,
you little shit.
I got you. Like,
Yeah.
in a good way, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
That's,
And to see, like, when I start getting on to Shane or Emmett, dude, Elliot is going to be the defender. Like, he jumps in real quick and is like, no. Don't yell at him. Don't spank him.
wow.
Like, he's that one.
Yeah.
And that's why I always, you know, tell Shane a lot, like, man, you get frustrated with your little brother,
He's saving
but
your ass.
look at him.
He's saving your ass.
Look what he's doing.
Yeah. He's fucking.
He doesn't
saving you.
want to see you get in trouble.
Right.
So you may get frustrated with him, but look how much he loves you.
Yeah.
He's jumping in between us. Like, he loves you.
Yeah. Well, he's ride or die for you, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's all you could want for your kids, man. Like, I see it with mine. I don't give a shit if they're both mad at me as long as they're doing it together.
Yeah.
Right. I don't care if they're both making fun of me as long as they're doing it together. Like, I just need to see that bond between them, because here's what fucks me up, dude. Like, so my girls, you know, they're going back and forth, right? And the only thing that makes me feel decently good about the situation is that they go together every time. And no matter what, they have each other. Like, and that to me is like, it hurts, right? That, you know, nobody wants to have a broken family, right? But seeing them go off together, dude, like, at least I have that, you know, like, I'm so glad we had a little one to go along with the other one, you know, like.
Yeah. And that's tough, man. That's something that I hope I never have to experience. Yeah. I kind of did for a second, and it was like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. I've gotten better.
I applaud you being able to deal with that, because that's like almost, you know, enough to make somebody lose it.
Yeah.
You know?
I was there, you know? And then I guess what helped me the most was the oldest would, like, in her way, let me know things are going to be all right. You know, like, it's going to be all right. Like, I'll be back. You know, like, I think, you know, she bonds with me a little different. Not saying I guess my bond with the little one's different than it is with the older one. The older one's more, like, she's got a heart, dude, that, I mean, the little one does too, but this one, like she, like, really looks and, like, cares how I feel, and the little one just doesn't give a fuck, right? Don't care, right? You know, she's like my older brother, dude, like, she's just go, fucking, you know, whatever, like, and I feel like Kami's more like my type of people, where she'll care about how I feel or what's happening, and, like, so she shares a lot of happinesses with me too, like we're in a time in my life where things are really good now, and I see her just cheese up, man. Like, she loves it, you know, like, loves seeing me happy. Like, I love seeing her happy. Like, I feel she shares it, dude. I think she shares when I'm down, so that's why I try not to be down, right? Like, I've really made that a point, like, for the last, like, 9 months, right? Like, Like, nah, I'm fucking done with everything that's happened to me. Like, fucking, I'm turning myself around. Like, I'm headed back up again. Like, I got projects. I'm working again. Like, I'm back. And I see the little changes in her. So, like, I you know, my little one's kind of, I think she's too little to understand a lot of the things. So, this life for the little one's normal. Whereas the older one got to experience family life, you know, like what it was like to have mom and dad in a house. So, I know it fucked her up a little bit. And, like, I wish it could be different, but it's not, you know, like life is what life is. And so I'm doing the best that I can. I'm sure the mom's doing the best she can on her side to like deal with that and help her and get her through it. But like, I see my kids now, man, they're the fucking happiest fucking, you couldn't fuck with, like, you just can't do that. They're the happiest people in the world. I think they've gotten used to the, you know, I'm 5 minutes away from the old house. My girls are my life. Like, and that's just how it goes, you know, just same way, you know, like, you know what it's like. So I think we'll end it on a note like that. I'm trying to keep these things at about an hour and some change, but I appreciate you coming on, dude. Like, it means a lot, especially what you've been to me, right? Like, how you've helped me, and then, you know, you still support me. Like, I do appreciate it, like, big time, bro. Like, thank you, man, from, like,
For sure.
fucking
It's what we do.
It's what we do, man. With that being said, Open Road, any like final thoughts or closing statements you got?
No, we're good.
Yeah, I appreciate you, dude. Like, I felt we had a good talk, man. Like, I liked it. It was good. I hope to see you back. You got an Instagram people could follow you at, people that may want to follow your story?
They'll find it if they want. It's
Gotcha.
all right.
All right, guys. So appreciate everybody being on an Open Road, everybody watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.